Dear viewers, Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of the News Bulletin. In the headlines today, executives of Finance Department of SAIL RSP awarded on the Sabha scheme. Ispat General Hospital of SAIL RSP conducts comprehensive firefighting and safety training program. And Mel Milap, an interface program organized with the self-help group members of peripheral villages of SAIL Rourkela steel plant. Now the news in detail. 5 executives of SAIL Rourkela steel plant were awarded under the newly launched SAIL Sabash scheme for their innovative endeavors at a function held at EDFNA Conference Hall on 4th November 2023. Mr. A.K. Behuria, EDFNA, presided over the function and presented the awards along with Mr. Susan Kumar Nayak, CGM FNA, in the presence of senior officers of Finance Department. It is noteworthy that Rourkela Steel Plant is the first unit in SAIL to implement this scheme. Mr. Behuria commended the efforts of the executives and said that the award is motivation for the employees to keep doing innovative works at their area. Mr. N.K. Rao, GM FNA, Mr. Ashini Sahu, GM FNA, Mr. N.K. Sahu, DGM FNA, Mr. Pappu Kumar, AGM FNA, and Ms. Sushmit Kaur, Deputy Manager FNA, were awarded on the Sabha scheme. The function was coordinated by Mr. P. Vijayan, GM FNA. Ispat General Hospital of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant organized a firefighting and safety training program on 6th November. Dr. B.K. Hota, ED-MNHS, inaugurated the program. Dr. L.K. Biswal, Chief Medical Officer, and Dr. P.K. Mahapatra, Chief Medical Officer, were also present on the occasion. The program was attended by about 50 members, including doctors and executives of IGH. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Hota highlighted the paramount importance of fire safety and emphasized the need for every member of the hospital staff to be well prepared in handling fire-related emergencies. The training was conducted by Mr. Mangesh Sanku Sare, AGM Fire Services, and his team from the Fire Services Department. The program covered various aspects of fire safety, including fire prevention, evacuation procedures, proper use of fire extinguishing equipment, and emergency response strategies. The hands-on training and informative sessions equipped the participants with the necessary knowledge and skills to effectively handle fire-related incidents and ensure the safety of all within the hospital premises. Dr. Richa Surit, Deputy Superintendent Officer, Medical, and Mr. S.C. Paricha, Assistant Manager, Personnel Medical, coordinated the training program. Mel Milap, an interface program, was organized by the CSR Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant with all the women self-help group members of peripheral villages at the Institute of Peripheral Development of RSP on 6th November to ensure Jan Bhagidari or people's participation in the developmental initiatives. Mr. Birendra Kulli, CGM P&A, presided over the session and interacted with the participants about the various developmental interventions taken up by RSP's CSR department. Present on the occasion were Ms. Munmun Mitra, GM CSR, Mr. T.B. Topo, AGM CSR, Mr. A. N. Patti, AGM CSR, and other CSR officials. In all, 50 members from 19 SHGs from Bisra, Lathikata, Kwarmunda, and Nuaga block attended the program. Mr. Kullu praised the CSR department for making the Anokhi SHG self-sustainable and urged other groups to emulate the entrepreneurial zeal. The chief guest also presented token gifts to all Anokhi SHG members in the recognition of their excellent performance in tailoring. It is worth mentioning that Anokhi SHG has crossed the break-even point and have started earning handsome profits with commercial production of garments. Anokhi SHG of Purana Pani, was presented as a case study. During the sessions, Mr. T.B. Topo explained the entrepreneurial advancement of the group in the area of tailoring and the impact it is having in the area. The members of the group also shared their experiences. During the interaction, cooperation of RSP was acknowledged by one and all. The status of various CSR interventions amongst the SHG groups like mushroom cultivation, food processing, tailoring, vermicompost, jewelry making, and paper bag making was reviewed. The participants expressed their satisfaction regarding training and skill development initiatives of RSP through CSR and deliberated on other need-based programs such as bamboo craft, fishery, piggery, poultry, and floriculture for the economic empowerment of the women in the region. Enhancing the use of steel in rural areas was also discussed. Efforts are on to take up the new projects under CSR and dovetail them to the needs and requirements to optimize resources. Ms. Munmun Mitra welcomed the gathering and elaborated on the various developmental programs undertaken in these areas. Mr. T.B. Topo, AGM CSR, proposed a formal vote of thanks, while Ms. Richa Sudhiram, Deputy Manager CSR, coordinated the event. Here we come to the end of today's news bulletin. Namaskar.